Thank you, Chairperson, Minister. I will be speaking in Afrikaans and English today. Let me start off by stating that all people, irrespective of race, must have the opportunity to participate in sport on merit. However, about 3 years ago, I was invited to meet the previous minister regarding transformation in sport. We tried to explain in detail how they are about to transform sport into a social domain where minority participation will eventually be eliminated. There was absolutely no talk of development or helping people in poor areas, but only focusing on race. I realized then that the only difference between this system and the pre-1994 system is that during apartheid, sport was immediately segregated, which was wrong, while the ANC methods are insidious in that it pushes minorities out of sport over time. So in other words, we have reverse apartheid. Artikel 9.1 van die grondwet stel dit dat almal gelyk is voor die reg. Artikel 9.2 maak voorsiening vir die regstelling van ongelykhede in ons samelewing. Daar is niks fout daarmee om ongelykhede aan te spreek nie, maar dan moet dit gedoen word deur middel van die skep van gelyke geleenthede en nie gelykheid van uitkomste nie. Transformation and demographic representativity are terms inserted into the constitutional discourse that actually undermine the true meaning of Section 9.2. And I will explain this with reference to constitutional court judgments. Firstly, transformation requires quotas in a form of demographic representativity. However, the Constitutional Court ruled that race may only be used as one of the factors when it comes to affirmative action appointments. Secondly, the Constitutional Court ruled that quotas are illegal. Should we take cognizance of the fact that many sportsmen and women are employed by sports unions, then any actions by the government to enforce quotas to achieve demographic representativity are patently unconstitutional. Another point is that Section 9.2 of the Constitution is not limited to pre-1994 discrimination, but also deals with current discrimination. This means that any discrimination by government taking place today also stand to be corrected. The implication that a sport team or sports type that has too many black participants will have to be transformed to accommodate minorities as well. Take soccer, for instance. Very few whites, coloureds or Indians feature in this sport, and thus also deserves measures to correct the wrongs. Having said this, Minister, I think that you can clearly note the absurdities of social engineering whereby outcomes are enforced. Sport, an activity based on merit, should be left to the meritorious. No one should receive a sporting position purely based on the colour of their skin. We are doing those people a great disservice, as many are set up to fail. We should rather look to create many opportunities for everyone in South Africa, especially the poor people, where there are no facilities and no coaches. And you are not doing it because it's not happening anywhere. And there are signs that some rugby unions are actually getting this right, despite your efforts. Today there are many black rugby players that are outstanding sportsmen and are supported by their fans, including white people. So development in poor communities are of utmost importance. Just lastly, Minister, ons wil u ook goeie raad gee om nie dadelik gevolgtrekkings te maak oor insidente wat op die oog af soos 'n rasse-insident lyk nie, voordat u al die feite het nie. This member said that all white people are racist. I'm going to tell you, that is a racist statement and it's hate speech, and this institution and privilege does not protect you against that. Take note of that. So, Minister, I just want to warn you last, I have just a few seconds. Please, when an incident takes place, first see what really happened. If there was a racial incident, yes, you can react, because that is wrong. But if there was no racial incident, like the Ashwin Willemse incident, and it's clear
there was no. Didn't you see the
time is expired?
You don't have to
investigate anything. Then you can't make a statement on it before the time.
Time is expired.
I thank you. Thank you, Chairperson.